Good morning, living through your vision. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow. You're not going to believe what just happened. I shall explain. But let me first say thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to my channel. OMG. I just had a beautiful experience, completely beautiful, beautiful experience. By the way, happy Friday. Today is what, Friday the, I don't even know what date it is. Friday, December the, I don't even know. I'm just so like, it's so hard for me to kind of like keep up with time and days because I feel like I'm just this free energy, this free being. So I'm not good with dates and I'm not good with time. But I know today is Friday. But so happy Friday, everyone. I just did a video. Out there in amongst nature. I was actually in the beach. I think I'm still going to upload that video because it's such a beautiful video, but the wind is ferocious. Like the wind is ferocious. Of all days that I picked to come out here, I picked the most windiest of days, which feels amazing, by the way. It feels so good. I was saying in my other video, I got a double whammy going on with the rain and the ocean for the negative ions that produces this positive vibration and feeling. And so it felt amazing being out of there, but the wind was ferocious, so it made the video choppy. And so like I'm here trying to do it again, which is not me because I'm so natural and improv in terms of what I say and how I speak, so it's not going to be the same. So I kind of feel a little bit disappointed because I put out so much good information in that video, into which I still may upload it, because it's hit or miss because of the wind value is so strong. So it's so hard to hear, but there's some really good information. But I decided to do the video again, and so that I can really convey what it is that I want, to be out there, without the interruption of the wind, because I think what I'm saying is very, very important. And it needs to be heard, and not be interrupted, by such beautiful, a beautiful nature. So I'm here in the car now, doing this video. But anyway, I just want to say that welcome to my channel. This video is going to be about food and energy and the body and the mind, body and spirit experience, and understanding that. And it's going to be like a condensed version. I do recommend that you go ahead and listen to that other video that has all of the wind, because I really said some very important things in that video. And if you can actually make it out, in the cross reference of the wind, I think it'll be beneficial. But I'm going to do my very best to try to, translate that same information into this video. But to start off, I just want people to understand, we are oftentimes, told, okay, go vegan, go vegetarian, change your lifestyle, change your food choices and different things of that nature. But we're not really understanding why it is important or essential to do that. And so therefore I'm going to try to my very best to explain the importance of it. And it's not necessarily to try to convert people, but it's to really give a sense of understanding of why it is important to eat this way or have these particular types of food choices, because it is critical to our energetic value and our vibration. So here we go. So food is vibrational in content. It has a megahertz, and the megahertz, of course, is contributed to a vibrational stance. So, the higher the megahertz in the food, the higher the vibration is for that food. And when you consume that food, then it assists you in the elevation of raising your vibration. So, if you understand what component, what produces the energy that created this food, that the energy that created these fruits and vegetables, right? And what energy it took to create these food and vegetables, then you'll understand the energetic value and the vibrational value, why these particular foods, especially the safe ones, right? The safe foods, and what energy it took to create these foods are important in terms of our physical being, right? So to give you an idea, right? This is like, in the beginning, right? In the beginning. So in the beginning, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you are a light being. You are energy. You are a ball of energy. You are light. So in order to have this experience, you had to incarnate into this destiny, into this dense body, this biological body, this physical body that has been created for this dimension, so that you can actually, so the soul, the energy, the energetic value of you can have this experience in this dimension. Outside of this body, right? You are energy. You are energy, and energy is very light. It's not dense, but it needs this matter, this biological body, in order to have the experience. So what this body comprises of is its density to protect the energy of the soul, right? So now, to make the soul feel a little bit more at home, right? There are things that are around us energetically, vibrationally, that keeps us that can keep even this dense body as light as it possibly can. So think about it from a perspective. You have a dirty house and you have a clean house, right? So if the house is clean, right, you feel light. You feel so light. You feel you have more energy, right? But if the house is dirty, it feels heavy, right? If the house is dirty, it feels heavy. You don't feel, you just feel like, oh, it just feels so heavy, right? So that's the way, if you look at it from that perspective, that's how the spirit feels inside of the body. So what sense does it make right now to really make your body as light as it possibly can? It's a buffer. It's dense in nature. It's designed for this dimension, but you still can assist it in terms of even the body being dense. You can make it a light density versus a heavy density. And this is where the mind, body, and spirit comes into synchronization, right? So now the food aspect of it is now if you look at everything from an energy perspective, an energetic perspective, a vibrational perspective, you're saying, okay, well, what energy comprise, what energy did it take to comprise these foods? What natural energy, not in the laboratory or anything, but what natural energy did it take to create this carrot? What natural energy did it take to create this orange? What natural energy did it take to create these potatoes, these yams, these fruits, these berries, right? What natural energy does these particular food resonate on? Because guess what? If you consume these foods, these natural foods, right? It helps you in the raise of your vibration, which in turns, makes the spirit feels like it's home, like it's home. It's closest home it can get to in this density in this body, right? And then you look at the other foods, the foods that are like lower in vibration, right? That's where that you're moving away from your spiritual self, right? You're moving away, or you're making the spirit within your body, a little bit uncomfortable, but nevertheless it can adjust. But it will be uncomfortable, right? So that's how you have to look at it in terms of food. And this is where the mind, body, and spirit experience comes into play, right? It all synchronizes. So when you have the food now and you're looking at the energetic value that it's comprised of, and the hertz that it puts out in terms of what it puts out, because everything is energy, everything is vibrational, everything is resonant, everything is frequency, all of those things, right? Which just has, so it has its place, because this is who we are. We're energy, and everything, because everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. God didn't make no junk. This is perfect. We just kind of been left out of the loop of that understanding, and we understand things from a different perspective. We understand things from a nutritional sense, and different things, and never a frequency or vibrational sense of understanding, because for whatever reason it was conveniently left out. But they did put the nutritional value in there to say, okay, this has more nutrition and this and that or what have you, but I leave that one alone. But it is a part of the process, of course, and this is the way that we understand it from a nutritional sense of understanding. But if we ever were to understand food from an energetic vibrational resonance frequency, a sense of understanding, it would have changed our whole look on certain things, and we will be less dense in nature, and we will be, we will be supporting our spirit that is incarnated in this body, and we would feel amazing. We would feel amazing. And when you feel energetic and high vibration, then your law of attraction would do it. I mean, I'm telling you, it's synchronized in that way. The law of attraction would be in your favor, right? You will start having the things and attracting the things that you want in your life, because energetically and vibrationally you feel amazing. The connection is that you're eating foods that are energetic and high in vibration. We say high in nutrition, but we need to eat things that are high in vibration, high in resonance, high in nutrition. Of course, you can have nutrition, but high in frequencies, right? Because when we eat things and ingest things high in frequencies, it raises our frequency, it raises our vibration. And when we raise our vibration, we feel amazing. And when we feel amazing, we tend to treat people better, and the law of attraction tend to work in our favor. You see how that kind of like roll into the aspect of our physical existence? When we understand it from that perspective, but somehow it conveniently gets, left out. So, this is why it is important. Now, I'm not going to say that, overnight that you got to change whatever, what have you, but I think it is very important for us to understand, why it's important to be vegan, or why it's important to go vegetarian, or why not just tell you to go vegan, go vegetarian and this and that or whatever, without really explaining it, what is the significance of doing that? Now, you can still do whatever you want to do, right? You can still eat whatever you want to eat. But now you have a sense of understanding from an energetic vibrational resonance, you have an understanding of that part of it that has kind of somewhat been left out, which in my opinion is a critical part of that understanding. That is the part that we need to understand, because contrary to popular belief, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We are more spiritual than human. If you really want to understand it from that perspective, in my opinion, because you got some that don't believe in none of this, right? So in my opinion, but that is the thing. So when you understand it from that perspective, it changes the game. It's a game changer, right? It changes the game. So on the scale of things, when you grow things, and when you're growing things, right, it has a natural resonance. It has a natural frequency. It has a natural vibration. And when you understand the vibrational contribution to these foods, then you'll understand what to ingest. And everybody like different things. So you just, whatever you like, you look at the energetic value of it, and then you consume it. But meat, the reason why people say stay away from meat and different things of that nature is because it's low vibration, right? The reason why the Bibles say, stay away from pigs and this, it's all energetic and vibrational in intelligence, right? That's the reason. Okay, so the consumption of meat, because we are physical, we are meat, and meat is dense. The density of meat, because the density of meat is there to encapsulate the soul, right? It's there to protect the soul, encapsulate the soul, and it has to be, the matter of the physical has to be dense to protect the spiritual essence of the soul in this dimension, right? In this vibrational sense. Okay, so this is why meat is on the last part of the deal, because of the vibrational component to it. Not to say that you can't consume meat, but if you understand meat from an energetic vibrational resonance frequencies, and if you understand it from that nature, then you'll understand why it's the last on the totem pole. Right? This is because it is dense in nature. It's very dense in nature. And the more you consume it, the more dense you are, the dirtier your house is. Remember, they say pork is dirty and this and that way, because of the density, the vibration that takes to create the pig, the vibrational aspect of the pig, the vibrational aspect of the cow, the vibrational, the density nature of it. Okay, the meat aspect of it. It's very dense in nature. So that is the reason why meat is on the last of the totem pole. And you find higher frequencies in fruits and vegetables and berries and nuts and different things of that nature. Those are higher in frequencies, right? And so when you eat a higher frequency of food that vibrates high, and you consume that, okay, it makes this physical self lighter, right? Energetically and vibrationally, right? And when you're lighter, you tend to be happier. Not physical weight. I'm not talking about weight. I'm talking about vibration. I'm talking about energy. I'm not talking about weight, because you could be a vegetarian and you could be a vegan and you could still be 200 and 300 pounds, 200. I mean, you could still be heavy. You could still have a heavy physical presence and weight. You understand? But internally, you're spiritually, you're light, you're happy, you're vibrating high, you're doing, you're supporting by what you ingest, the vibrational aspect of you, your vibrational being of you, right? So this is why it is important for us to understand why fruits and vegetables is here and there. And then there is even a process with that, because, the very high vibrational fruit is if you could pluck it from the tree, rinse it off the outside off, and eat it as you pluck it from the tree. That's some serious high vibration, because now you're transferring pure energy and the resonance that it took to create this orange, or to create this banana, or to create this thing. You are transferring the raw, pure, energetic vibration of that. And if it's really natural and it's wild and it's not compromised by, fertilizer and different things of that nature, you just upped it some more energetically and vibrationally in terms of what you consume, right? So that is the reason why it is important to understand the value of food and how it coexists with the body, how it synchronizes with the body. You have your mind, you have your body, the physical side, and then you have your spirit. Your body encapsulates the spirit. Your free will governs what it is that the mind, the free will governs what it is that you internalize and what you ingest and what you understand, energetically and vibrationally. And I say to you guys all the time, energy, vibration, resonance, frequencies, this is us. That's who we are. And if we understand everything, this is why, and I said it in my last video, children gravitate to trees and they swing on trees, because the tree emits an energy, the vibration of it. This is why they're happy and they're laughing and they're out in nature and they're playing and everything, because the ocean and the atmosphere, in terms of real natural atmosphere, is a contributing part energetically and vibrationally. When you have people that live out on the farms and they grow their own fruits, they grow their own vegetables, they live until they're 100 and something years old, because the soul feels good in the body because of the way that it's, in the energies that are out there, the synchronization of the environment. And it's the environment is what creates, is what your DNA responds to. What you ingest is what your DNA responds to, right? So if you put yourself in because your DNA, the cells of your body are all energy, it's all vibration, everything. So when you are on high resonance, on high vibration, right, you're less likely to be dis-ease. You'll be more at ease instead of in dis-ease, which create disease. And if you have a disease and you start energetically and vibrating high, if you have that, right, the disease actually is there, but it's dormant, because there's not the energy that needs to support it or sustain it or make it grow, or it's not there, because you're emitting at a high vibration and a high resonance, not a low. So when you understand food from that perspective, it changes the game. Now you understand why fruits and vegetables has more nutritional value. They leave it at nutritional value, but they don't include the vibratorial aspect of what this food really does for you. Because people that are high in vibration and this and that, they manifest, they less depressed, they're happy. And our happy society is not a profitable one. And I'm gonna leave that alone, but it is what it is. It is what it is, right? So that is the understanding of it. And I also said in my last video, the one with the wind, beautiful wind at that, is that there is a Jamaican Rastafarian, and he explained about, he loves Scotch bonnet peppers, right? Scotch bonnet peppers are very hot peppers or what have you. And yes, he could go to the market, he could go purchase it and buy it and this and that or whatever, but he grew it. And he grew it himself with his own knowledge, his own mind, for his body, so that his spirit could be okay, so his spirit could have a high resonance, high vibration. He grew it himself so that he knew what was going into the soil to grow these Scotch bonnet peppers that he was going to consume, that was for the consumption consumption of his spirit. The thing of it is that we don't include our spirit because we are separated from our spirit in many aspects of our life, because we don't really consider our spirits of being the dominant force of our existence. We just think it's secondary, thirdary, or whatever the case may be, and we have this human sense of understanding as the primary, in which it's kind of like the order of operation is out of sync with that. It's your spirit. You understand? It's your spirit, actually. So, you know, when you grow and you cultivate something and the energy that you put into it, that's why when you're burning sage and different things of that nature, a spiritualist would tell you, find out where that sage come from, who grew that sage, because the energy that grew that sage, we're sage in our homes and we're thinking we're clearing out negativity, but the person that actually grew that sage in the ground, that transfer of energy can still transfer negatively into your home, because you do not know who has cultivated that sage. You don't know who cultivated the plants. You don't know who cultivated and what energetic output went into the cultivation of those things. So it's and this is why, you know, when that they said to pray over your food, right? To pray over the food, to transmute those energies, right? If it was negative in nature, you pray over your food. If you are positive in nature and you have a high vibration, you're praying over your food to transmute that negative energy from that food to make it something positive, right? You know, your energetic value, whatever that energetic value may be. So there is a method to the madness to all of this. And a lot of times we tend to not really understand things, because in an allegorical nature of how the Bible presents itself or what have you, you do have to be energetic and vibrationally there in order to even understand some of the things that are mentioned in the Bible, because we'll take it for a literal sense of understanding when it's energetic and vibrational. It's vibrational, and only when you're going to really have clear and cogent understanding of it is if you are at that vibrational level of how it was written and when it was actually put out there, the energy that it put out there. You have to meet it so that you can comprehend it and understand it spiritually, not physically, spiritually. Right? A spiritual comprehension. Okay, so I'm going to end here because I didn't really want this video to take long, because I think the other video is like 20 minutes long, but I'm going to end here because I just wanted to put out there the importance of how to understand it. A clean house, a dirty house. You understand? Your body encapsulates your spirit, right? And so if you can raise your vibration by what you consume, and it's not about just food consumption, although this video is about food, but it's about what you consume in terms of what you read and the movies that you watch, you know, things that you hear, right? You know, if you think about the spirit and being a light being, you will want more positive things. You want to see more positive things. You will want to hear more positive things. You will want to read more positive things that are high in energy, because now your mind, body, and spirit is in synchronization, and you want to maintain a high resonance, a high vibration. You want to maintain those things, right? So now it's not about just the food you ingest. It's about the people you ingest. It's about the movies, the things that you read, your environment that you ingest, right? It's about everything that you ingest and that you are protecting, this encapsulated energy that you have within you, right? And you're feeding it good things. You're feeding it positive things. You're feeding it all of the things that it's food. Food, mind, body, and spirit. Right? That's what I'm gonna title this video: food, mind, body, and spirit, because it all is in synchronization of each other. And once you get that rhythm, because life is musical, life is vibrational. Once you get your rhythm, hey, you can dance, right? And have a good time, right? In your own music, right? Because it's imperative. It's important for us to understand it from that perspective. So anyway, I am 24 minutes in. I'm going to end this video. I love you guys with all my heart and soul. I hope you find this video to be helpful, insightful. And, you know, click the like button, you know, subscribe to my channel, because I have a plethora of things that I can share with you guys. And I'm very improvish. I don't rehearse, I don't edit, I don't do it. And this is a rarity for me to even do another video, but the wind content on that last video was just entirely too strong, and you would not have been able to hear a lot of what I've said. But I still say go take you know, look at that video, because it has some stuff in there that I didn't say here, obviously, because I'm so improv. I don't remember. Once I said I don't remember what I've said, And that's just the way it is, because I try to keep things at a natural sense. And that's important to me. So peace and love you guys. Have a wonderful Friday, and I shall commence to talk with you guys later. Bye.